Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Nexus Gaming Series Division B Southeast. My name is Bahamut, and on the left-hand side, we have the members of BG Johanna Means family. In the blue, they've got McGiblets on the Stukoff. The Doctor will be on the Sylvanas. We've got Snag is going to be on the May. Toucher will be on the Gazlow, and Linehouse on the Blaze. Over in the red, we've got Frank's Furters. We got Magic Master on the Leoric, Dallying Pig on that Johanna, DJ Cold Cuts on the Diva, Boggs on a Hero, and Indecisive on the Anduin. Let's go ahead and check out those level 1s, see what our first engagement looks like, and get rid of that so we can check out some player vision at times. Either way, Zool Rules, how you doing, bud? Hello, hello, everyone. Let's go ahead and get on into map number 1, first best of 3 of the day. Alrighty. A little bit of poke here onto the May in mid lane as we do have a bit of a scuffle over our first kind of minion wave that is showing up. Lionhouse lands a massive jet propulsion. Leap of faith onto Magic Master. Is it going to be enough? Auto attack damage isn't going to be followed through, and no first blood for either team. And we break off into our rotations. Diva's already gotten into bottom lane to start soaking things up. Pushing up this wave, Lionhouse will be able to catch the soak as well, not missing out on any of those globes that are rotating, or excuse me, being dropped. Exactly, Ektar, exactly. I actually, I did see that there was a I looked at the drafts ahead of time, and I saw there was a Phoenix, and I was like, okay, I know what game we're going to cast. Johanna does have the Laws of Hope at level 1. We'll be building those up as, or excuse me, building up that healing over 5 seconds for every 10 regeneration globes. Starts baseline at 20, as we always like to note. And Boggs will jump onto the fortification camp in the bottom lane. Gonna go back into those double rotations. Looks like the members of BG Johanna Means family are just being able to kind of, I wouldn't say out-rotate. Their rotation's just a little bit faster. It feels DJ Cold Cuts was, I don't know if they're caught out of position here. They will lose their mech. Gonna get stunned by the Explodium charge, and that will be first full blood over to the side of our blue team. I thought Jet Propulsion was going to connect from the Blaze, but that is not the case, as the Blaze just goes back into bottom lane. Linehouse making sure he's going to soak things up and maybe push things out a little bit. Curious to see what the priority for our first objective phase will be from these teams. Oftentimes we see the rotation into the top lane with the first objective from control point A, and then they work on that front gate taking out the well. But I have seen some teams adapt and change things up where they go immediately into bottom lane to prep for control point C to potentially end the game with that third objective. It's not a guarantee. It's a very strong Triglav Protector, but we'll have to see if that actually is the case. Triglav Protector, not the strongest vehicle in Heroes of the Storm, even though it does have a gunner and a pilot. Feels like you take just too much off the map. We've talked about this actually in a few different casts on this map before, what we would change on the Triglav Protector. And I feel like one of the biggest things is that it has the driver and the gunner, and I feel like taking 2 people out of a team fight is just so difficult, and you can't really fight with it. The Dragonite has some utility. You know, you can kick someone away, and then you can maybe make that 5v5 kind of a 5v4-ish. That Dragonite still doesn't fight the best, but maybe that's a way to go around it. Not sure. Just seems like putting 2 people into the Triglav Protector really hinders said team in a team fight. But oftentimes you want to be sieging, so a little bit of a conundrum. We'll have to see what happens. We do have our first objective phase up and available for the mid lane, as on the right-hand side it is going to be Boggs and Magic Master grabbing the fortification, siege camp for said top lane. Already grabbed on our blue team side, pushing up this wave. Little missed experience. We'll see if that is going to be caught by Leoric, or if it's just going to slowly go away. Thanks for casting a replay. My pleasure. Thanks for playing a game. I don't know what to say in those moments, I'm sorry. It's like when someone hands you something and they go, enjoy your meal, and you say, you too, and you're just like, oh! Never mind, I see Phoenix. Let's go, FF. Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's just, thanks for playing the game? I don't know what to say in those moments. It's just dumb. All right, either way. Frank's Furters will get control over control point A. 59% did go over to the BG Johanna Means family blue team. And this will be our Sylvanas on top, pushing things up a little bit, soaking up. 7 talent here on both sides. Linehouse maybe looking for an angle to use this conveyor belt to just rush into the team fight, or at least to the objective phase. Gonna be able to do that and see into sight. Oh, wait, hold on. A little bit of poke. I don't think they'll be able to catch the Anduin. Alrighty. Easy enough. Fortification camp on the right-hand side will be grabbed, and we do have that control point A back over the side of our blue team. 75% and rising. Will they be able to get this first Triglav? Seems like that will be the case. While we have a potential fight to break out, let's go ahead and cycle through these other numbers as we do have the D.Va Mecha Explosion coming out. She has the increased charge time on that. Doesn't really do much besides zone out the enemy team. Overtime is here. McGiblets does have the biotic emitter and will be utilizing it. The Doctor on the top left of our screen is getting very low. Boggs is going to get chunked quite heavily, or at least he's going to lose all of his shielding. That's a massive, huge jet propulsion from Linehouse to set up a solid double kill. Can they make it a triple kill? Yes, D.Va Pilot will go down. Pilot and Mech do count for half a kill. So 3 kills, and we're looking at a solid
triple kill
for the members of BG Johanna Means family, and they, in this Triglav Protector, will be able to move right into mid lane and start taking down this fort front gate. The Doctor on the Sylvanas is going to lock down towers with those black arrows, and it seems like the priority is going to be straight into mid lane. Triglav Protector has 40 more seconds or so on it. Still, a lot of health, 83% of said health, and this will be mid lane fort to go down, and the well, is this enough time to still rotate into top and get some siege done there? We'll have to see. Bottom lane really quickly wanted to check on this. It's going to be Linehouse getting pushed back a little bit by Boggs, but Boggs doesn't have any of that shielding, and that Phoenix doesn't have the biggest health pool in the world. Right now, sitting at 1,624. Keep in mind, you have a shielding for a little over 1,000. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten unless you're disengaging from a team fight. Then the healer is left behind because they had to overextend to save the tank's ass, but the tank's movement ability comes off CD, and the healer doesn't have one. Feel like we've all been there before. On either end of that, great grab a bomb onto 2 members. Actually, I think that was actually onto 3. Planet Cracker from Phoenix, the Entomb from this Leorc is going to keep Stukov in place. And the Planet Cracker, such a good heroic, doesn't even get the kill into the Stukov, who was in it for about 90% of the channel time. D.Va Mech will go down. The Johanna was picked off. This is looking great for the side of BG Johanna Means family. Sending this to Born. After we saved you, you don't have to shade. Interesting. Interesting. I have been there before where you're just like, yeah, I got nothing for you, bud. Sorry. Stukov is stronger than a planet. I guess so. Stukov, not only does he hit I guess he hits harder than a planet. I don't know. I got nothing for it. I'm doing my best. Alrighty, this will just be a camp on the left-hand side of the fortification, and the same to be grabbed by Leoric. Actually, is there an invade onto this? I'm looking to see if they go for it. They will go for it. See, Tetris steps onto the point, actually stalls things out for a second. Leoric does get the fortification camp. Phoenix is going to get chunked quite heavily. Nice leap of faith from Anduin. Massive shove onto the D.Va Mech, throws her near the top lane. She goes, actually, I wanted to be in top anyways. I need to push with this camp. So she'll back off and hang out in top for a second. Interesting. I was curious why she didn't push up immediately, but I guess the enemy team did start rotating out of mid lane or bottom, so might have been one of those things where D.Va was actually watching the minimap, not like me, who was confused as to why D.Va was just kind of sitting by her gate. Regardless, control point B shouldn't be too far off from announcement. Until then, we get our 13 talents here in favor for the side of BG Johanna Means family. Solid level lead. Half a level lead, however you want to split that one, but still a decent lead for our blue team as they will continue to siege in through top lane. Sylvanas should have trade off a cooldown at this point, and she will proc that immediately, trying to lock down the tower to allow the siege camp to get some decent damage in. Right now, the Doctor needs to back away. Chastise not connecting, and the Haunting Wave, short distance albeit, will be able to just put the Doctor in a safer spot. DJ Cold Cuts going to be fairly low here. Does have the Mecha Explosion. McGiblets needs to back away. Nice ice wall from May to just slow down the enemy team from advancing on to said Stukov, and clean disengage comes out from our blue team. Stukov taps well. They re-engage on the side of BG Johanna Means family. Frank's Furters, that's a nice blink from Boggs to get out of the blizzard. D.Va is going to boost into the enemy side. The Entomb comes out. It's going to be onto 2 members. There will be a bunker that gets shredded. And somehow, I think it was the Entomb dealing a little too much damage. And I think this is weird. It's showing Phoenix is getting a kill. Don't even think that's a character in this game. The Doctor's going to be able to back away. Jet Propulsion to try and save the friendly team. Albeit just the Mei and Sylvanas. But still, only losing 2 in that engagement. The enemy side finding double kill. Mid lane does have a massive wave coming through, and we can quickly just check the catapult damage, sitting at 350 as catapults deal double damage into structures. They were doing that 175 baseline. And 16 talents here, a level away for the members of BG Johanna Means family. Someone's jealous of Phoenix prowess. Who? No idea who you're talking about. Hey, Giggle. How you doing, bud? DJ Coldcuts was just looking for their well when they went to top lane. There was a little bit of push in through bottom lane to open things up further. The friendly team has arrived on the side of BG Johanna Means family, so DJ Coldcuts and friends need to get the heck out of here so they don't fight down the talent tier. It isn't 16 just yet, but there's maybe 1 wave necessary to be able to get this talent tier advantage, and Linehouse will definitely get it through mid, or maybe it'll be the Doctor in top lane. It's a race. A little bit of a dive onto Linehouse, but I don't think this Blaze is in a bad spot at all. Does drop the Blessed Shield. He's got Bunker. He also does have that Pyromania and the new habits at level 1. There will be a turn onto Dalian Pig in this mid lane. But that's about as much as we see. There was an icing in from Mei, and Gazlo goes back to the point. He will be able to sit here for a fair amount and getting that percent rising further for our blue team, as I was just watching minimap to see how the mini wave was coming in. Still no 16 talent tier for the members of the red team. Do they give this Triglav away, or will they fight for it? Let's see what happens. We do have the Entomb Planet Cracker combo ready to go. Leorc's just got to find the angle on the enemy team, and also has to watch out for that bunker. Massive shove from Stukov. There's going to be Ice Wall onto wow, I've never seen that before. Very interesting. Onto the Planet Cracker. There's going to be a ton of damage onto Johanna. She will fall. McGiblet's getting low, jumps into the bunker, avoids some of those micro missiles, spreads the healing pathogen around. Blaze going to jump to the right-hand side, finds, I think that was actually someone else got that steal onto the kill onto the Anduin. Sylvanas' damage over time. Leorc will die. This is going to be the D.Va outside of her mech. She is caught between a Sylvanas and a Gazlo, and she goes down as well. A solid
quadra kill.
Going over to the side of BG Johanna Means family, and this will be Triglav Protector through, I would assume, bottom lane. The death timers are not that long, so it's not like they could rush to go for top lane keep. I think the smarter play is open up bottom, maybe get a little structural damage onto the keep front gate. That's my expectations. We'll see what actually happens here. Aha wishes he can play Phoenix that well. What? So that I run away from my friendly team and they all die and I survive? I don't know. I don't know if I want to play Phoenix like that. I think I want to die on the ship with the rest of my crew. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Johanna will drop the Blessed Shield, and it won't connect onto anyone. There's going to be quite a bit of damage onto Leorc. The Doctor trying to back away. Linehouse comes in with a Jet Propulsion, but it's just going to say hello to the enemy team, not actually get the stun. If that got the stun, that definitely would have been the Gazlo Gravel Bomb going off and connecting, but still, Phoenix traded out for the Sylvanas as we see the chase still onto this Johanna. Linehouse trying to make the, cut off the exit path. Light Bomb from Anduin does come out. There was a icing in from Mei. Slows from the Orc will be thrown into the enemy side. Some Gazlo bombs gonna get some stuns. Those exploding charges getting some decent value. The Triglav Protector will expire. Dallying Pig getting very low, but so is McGiblets trying to spread that healing pathogen around the friendly team. And I think we end that engagement with a trade Phoenix for Sylvanas and the bottom lane fort going down over to the side of our BG Johanna Means family. This is looking better and better for our blue team. Can the members of Frank's Furters start to rally and bring it back? Big thing that they really need to do is land that Entomb combo and find a meaningful kill. It's been onto Stukov, it's been onto a couple members. They did find the double kill. There was one time when Blaze just couldn't save the friendly team. The bunker was actually shredded by the Planet Cracker as well. So there is hope still for the members of Frank's Furters if you are that Phoenix fiend out there. Gravel Bomb from Gazlo. Big stun combo onto the D.Va mech. There will be the trade for the fortification camp for the biotic emitter. D.Va pilot, so very low, gets some healing with the Desperate Prayer from Anduin. Big Planet Cracker comes out, but the Phoenix, actually, no, the Wailing Arrow cancels that out. I thought I actually saw the Phoenix going down, but it was no, the D.Va getting picked off. Leoric will fall. It's a solid triple kill. Can they make more happen here? Linehouse trying to make the Jet Propulsion stun happen, but it won't work out. There is going to be a bunker drop by Blaze. He didn't even have the level 20 for it, but they're going to utilize that bunker really quickly to get some siege into this front gate. Sylvanas going to lock down said front gate, and with death timers on average of 20-some seconds, perfect caster map on that one. It is going to be easy siege through this top lane keep front gate, but do they go further? Still 14 seconds for these three members. Leoric cheating a little bit of that death, and he's speeding up a little bit faster than the rest. This is Gazlowe starting to wail its way through this. Stukov with that little lurking arm. I don't know if Boggs got hit by the edge of the keep or if it just didn't connect onto them, but that is a keep going down just as the D.Va and the Johanna respawn. Not a bad play from our blue team consistently. You always got to go down with the ship Zool rules. That's what I learned when I started playing MOBAs. If my team feeds, I feed with them. Do I think this is a bad engagement? Absolutely. Do I think we'll win? No. My team goes in. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Alrighty, let's take stock of the level 20s for the members of BG. Johanna means family. Fortified bunker. We've got the miniature black hole. We will be having that shatter for the Mei, so you will also have the armor reduction, and they also take damage from the ice wall. Does it actually deal damage? No, it just has the slow. So you're adding in damage. Sylvanas with withering barrage, as well as the push comes to shove for the Stukov. Top lane does have a wave being. I thought they were going to be pushing up against the siege camp, but without the level 20s, they're going to play it safe and back off on the side of Frank's Furters.
Time, hero. Control the terminal and bring in the protector.
And if Baha feeds, is his team followed? I do the same thing. Absolutely. If I feed, then it's where was my healing? My team was out of position, not me. Or I thought we were all rotating to the camp. Or you could really just do the big cop out and say lag. Like you were running right into the enemy team face. Yeah, lag. I right-clicked once and then it just took that right-click command all the way to their core and I just died. Crazy, crazy. Bottom lane, Linehouse jumps onto the point. It's going to go ahead and sit on the corner and wait for that charge to come through. The enemy side still looking for 20s. Trying to find that in top lane with DJ Cold Cuts. Johanna does have 37 stacks on this level 1 Laws of Hope, so that has increased her, her healing by 15% up to 35. So it's 35% of her total health pool over 5 seconds. Thank you for the follow. What is it? Sliders? Sliders sound delicious. All right, well, we got 20s up. Singularity charge for the Phoenix. Repeater cannon grants 100% more attack speed. Phase bomb grants 1.25 more range. Got that inner fire value for the Anduin as well for the physical armor soak. Will this be the turnaround point? We'll have to see. Linehouse gets off the point. Going to join with the friendly team. Leoric does have the buried alive as well, so we will be seeing. We won't be seeing any bunker unless Blaze is outside of the entomb, and then he can just go ahead and drop the bunker next to it, and people can still get into it because you can just hop the fence. You can just hop the fence of the entomb, easy enough. But only when there's a bunker there. Weird enough. Let's check out some APM because we've seen some of the talents for quite some time, and let's check out the APM during this engagement as we zoom out a little bit further so we can see exactly how this will start out. Mei steps into the Leoric. He's going to be able to get a little bit of a Spectral Leash onto her for a second. DJ Cold Cuts drops the Mecha Explosion. No value from that. I think actually maybe it hit the Mei. I'm not 100% sure. Linehouse trying to set up an angle here, getting chunked a little bit. D.Va boosts in. Light Bomb comes through as well. Bunker from Blaze just in time. Sylvanas gets the Haunting Wave away. Planet Cracker is going to be interrupted by the ice while buying some time for McGiblis to get out of there. Leoric does go down. There's a very low Linehouse trying to back away. Mei trying to do the same. Jet Propulsion from Blaze will be able to get the mech out from D.Va. Huge chunking into Boggs, who gets hit by the icing of Mei and goes down. DJ Cold Cut's going to get sniped by the Gazlowe laser. Some Blizzard value out from Mei. Splits indecisive. They're very slow. Looking to try and find a 4th kill in this engagement. Is it possible? Absolutely. A solid
Quadra kill.
Going over to the side of BG, Johanna means family. Easy enough. Going to continue to push in through the bottom lane, looking to lock down the tower and go for core. The reason they're locking down the tower so it doesn't slow them down and take for free damage. Brilliant reaction on Dalian Pig. Can they actually find that 5th kill? Johanna trying to do their best to just anchor for the entirety of their team. This is going to be Leoric respawning. And Johanna goes down just as the core falls, and that's going to be game number 1 over the side of our blue team. GG, well played. Baja chose this because Phoenix lost. Me? Little old me? I would never. Oh my god. Have you thought about just not getting ads? It is September. You can get yourself into the raffle. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, good game number 1. Let's go ahead and update the score. Our blue team did win that game. Let's go ahead and get into our second map. Stored replay. Alright, players didn't swap sides. That's always a good thing. You're waiting until the time is right. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Fair enough. Let me, what are ads? Strokes beard. There you go, see? If you have a beard in chat, then you don't have ads. I'm jealous of Bandit right now. I want to sleep right now. Me too, Jinxie Rose. Me too. I could go back to sleep, definitely. I could definitely go back to sleep. But we're not doing that because we're going to cast a bunch of games, and we have a live game in roughly 3 hours. Let's go ahead and get into map number 2. Let's find out what's going to happen here in this series. We're going to head to Towers of Doom. I will see you in map number 2. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Nexus Gaming series. On the left-hand side, we have BG, Johanna means family. We got McGiblets on the Anduin. The Doctor's going to be on the Orphea. Tisher's going to be on the Tychus. Linehouse on the Leoric, and Snag on that Anubarak. Over in the red, looking to take us to a map number 3, we got Frank's Furters. We got Dalian Pig on the Johanna. Indecisive will be on the Brightwing. Bog on the Falstad. DJ Coldcut's playing the Rexar. Magic Master on the Mephisto. And Misha to play Misha. Let's get into mid lane, check out those level 1s, and see what our first engagement will look like.
Well,
which teams? It's Division A, Yellow Owls versus Mallow Oats, and it's at 5:30 PDT, 8:30 EDT. Johanna with a massive condemn to start off our fight right now. A lot of damage into the Anubarak, but Misha Bear is going to fall immediately. Not a full kill, only counts for 25% of a heroic kill. So you can see right there, 94 experience coming in, and you can see also that it's going to be a 0.25 death. So, lanes, Misha's already respawned up in the top lane because death timers are infinitesimal, I would say, for this Rexar Misha combo at the start of the game. Bottom lane, it's just going to be the rotation kickoff. A safe rotation, actually, from the members of Frank's Furters. I'm wondering if they're feeling a little, not scared, but if they're feeling a little, like they need to play a little safer going into this game, as the BG, Johanna Means Family, really brought a lot of aggression into that last game. Great rotations from our blue side on Volskaya Foundry as we go ahead and continue into said rotations on Towers of Doom. Johanna, once again, Laws of Hope. Falstead did go into the Gathering Storm at level 1. You get 0.5% increased damage on your hammering per enemy hero hit. At 30 stacks, you get a free 15%. So at 30 stacks, you deal 30%. Kind of like how Vala has Fire at Will, where at the 20 mark you get an extra, 40 damage. So you end up having literally 80 damage, so you double it right at that quest marker. And as a note, it is an uncapped quest. It just has a quest along the way. So once you finish those 30 stacks, you can continue to build them up. And Mephisto did go into the Unyielding... No, that's not right. Yeah, Unyielding Power. I had it right. At level 1, so he'll be building up the stacks. That one is capped at 40. Once you hit the 40 mark, you are going to get the additional charge. But at the halfway mark, 20, you get 100 extra damage. The additional charge will be really nice on a map like this for poke potential and also burst damage onto the enemy side, as well as some healing later on. I'm assuming it will be a Skull Missa build. We'll have to see how things shape up for said Mephisto as the game progresses. But a little bit of an experience advantage over to our blue team, but I think that's just mostly through faster rotations into lanes. Rexar Misha are, I wouldn't say stuck up in this top lane against Leoric. He's doing a pretty good job of freezing the wave, not really trying too quickly to clear this out. Actually, I'm completely wrong on that. He was actually just clearing it out. Seemed like he was freezing a little bit, but it was just Leoric's auto attack speed. So he's going to be able to clear that out quickly, and he is the Leoric on double soak duty. And Dying Pig is going to be able to soak in through mid lane. The other nice thing about this for the Johanna is she is able to get more regeneration globes on that level 1. But we have our first objective phase up and available. Triple altar phase with the center altar, or I guess the third altar in the center of the map. A little bit of a tank scuffle right now. There is going to be a big burst onto this Johanna phase shift in from the Brightwing will be just in time. Man, that phase shift, it feels like an eternity when you're on the receiving end and you're about to die, but Johanna will still fall, and that's a solid
First blood.
Going over to the members of BG, Johanna Means Family. The Doctor gonna get the channel on the left-hand side. Falstad gonna delay out once on the left in the top lane. Gets a free stack or two on that Gathering Storm. I don't think Rexar, Misha, Falstad, they go for this. They just wanted to poke at Linehouse and also force a rotation from the rest of the enemy team to maybe just split them on the map. Doesn't really seem to have affected our blue team whatsoever, as they have just gone back into rotations, wave clear, and prepping for the next objective phase. Johanna getting a little condemned in mid. Tetra taking a bit of damage. Boggs with the hammering, not able to solidify a kill for the friendly team as we jump into top lane. Linehouse just doing his best to push up the waves, and this is just consistent map rotations from both sides, just trying to keep an eye on camp timers as well, as this is going to be our siege camp on the left-hand side up and available, and this is the Doctor and McGiblets grabbing said camp. I'm more scared of Orphea and Leoric. I see a Wombo. Eternal Feast and Entomb. Yeah, absolutely. A Nubarak burrow charges in. He impales. He CCs you for 30 million years. You're stuck inside the Entomb. You have the not buried alive, excuse me, the Eternal Feast proccing over and over again. Yeah, that could be really good. Light Bomb from Anduin's another great way to just lock people down in a large AoE area. And even then, Tychus could just go into Commandeer Odin or Draken Laser Drill. I mean, Draken Laser Drill is always a good time. I had a blast with Draken Laser Drill in some of my quick match games a couple days ago, so there is that. But regardless, the Commandeer Odin's probably going to be stronger, as you can just dump in a lot of AoE damage, and that'll be a kill into Falstad just before the altar phase. Death timers are shorter than the objective timer, so that is going to be good for him. I wanted to see if he had flight up and available, but I don't think it actually showed it properly. Actually, it's just showing Leoric, but he actually does have flight off of cooldown when he responds. That's really weird. It says Falstad. I never noticed that. I've done this before in the past, but either way, flight is up and available for Falstad, so he can jump to one of these objective areas if he needs to, and it seems like, yes, he is going to wind up and go ahead and do that. Jumps towards where the Leoric is. Falstad flying in, gonna poke out a little bit, and Anduin has the channel for bottom lane. McGiblets to rotate into the friendly side, as Misha Bear is gonna get punished once again for existing. Polymorph on to the Doctor, is able to back away. no significant damage into the Orpheus. Dallying Pig is stepping forward, but the friendly team is starting to back away, and a little miscommunication onto that. No 10 talent here for either team, so it's not like there's an Entomb to keep this Johanna in place. The Doctor going for the channel, Falstead finding an angle to continue to poke out, and Boggs is going to get chunked a little bit by the Orphe, but the fight continues as we're checking out those other stats. Misha Bear getting very low. Limehouse with a big slow into the enemy team. Wraith walks into DJ Cold Cuts, finds the mop, and will clean up a little bit of this fight. That Misha Rex are going down. Limehouse now trying to survive against 3 enemy members. Seems like it's actually going just fine. Leap of Faith to yoink the Orc as he gets the Desperate Pair off immediately, and there's Light Bomb and Tomb, Eternal Feast, it's all there as the phase shift's there. Oh, that is such a good phase shift to get out of the Entomb, and the combo as we were talking about. So 2 heroics, but the thing to note, I believe they synergize. I believe they actually have the exact same cooldown of 50 seconds. So you, if they both go off simultaneously as the Wombo, you should consistently have them off cooldown nearly at the same time, as it's going to be a 1.5 seconds to half a second difference on that timer. Okay, sorry. Falstead, best feet. What? Why do you? Do I need to time you out? What? Why? 2 different heroes. 2 different heroes. How dare you insult the bird boy like that? I am thoroughly upset with you, Zul Rules. Talking about some of the other heroics we haven't really noted is the Brightwing Emerald Winds. We do not have blink heals for her, so we'll see what comes of that one. Yeah, Zul Rules, you better be sweating. I'll start handing out bans left and right. Not timeouts, just straight up bans. You'll have to go through the whole appeal process. You'll lose all your bandit bucks. Alright, Sapper through bottom lane is going to get cleared out by the Doctor, and Tetcher. Falstead flies up in top lane. Rexar Misha trying to rush to the left-hand side. Leoric should be able to interrupt this at least one time. Misha actually going to have the other interrupt. Oh, wait, there's no charge from Misha. There it is. Still, Lionhouse does get one interrupt. The Doctor finding damage into both. There's going to be the Entomb with the Eternal Feast, gets a couple procs. Durance of Hate will spread to quite a few members. Nice little Skull Missile from Magic Master. The altars were traded out. Phase Shift comes in time for Magic Master, as Linehouse was a second or 2 late just to be able to get one auto attack into the Mephisto. And I thought the altars had already been traded out, but that's not the case. The Orpheus got the channel just now, and it's 32-20 in core HP. Good night for me. Have fun with casting. Thank you, Mixon. You have a wonderful evening, my friend. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope you get some good sleep. 13 talent here right around the corner for our blue team. BG, Johanna means family. And Leoric is just about to respawn. There is a cocoon onto Mephisto. The friendly team will try and clear him out as quickly as possible. The phase shift isn't even possible in time. Big Entomb, where is the the Eternal Feast? It's right there. Emerald wins to try and knock back the enemy side, but still a solid double kill in favor of BG, Johanna means family. And I wonder, do they rush for boss, or are they going to rush for the Rexar that is way too far forward in top lane? Well, actually, Rexar's going to get he should actually get the Hearth out of here, and if he doesn't, it's only, oh, he stops it to try and turn onto Linehouse, as he was the only one to rotate up, and this DJ Cold Cut seeing that there's mid lane push. Falstead dead for the next 4 seconds. Nubrak going in onto Dallying Pig. Light Bomb will be there. There's quite a bit of damage into this Johanna. Phase Shift will come through just in time. Commandeer Odin finding a little bit more damage before expiring. Falstead flies in. Big gust into the death zone. Anduin goes down. He was very low. So is the Nubrak, though, and Magic Master finishes out the unyielding power at level 1. That is a phenomenal double kill over to the side of Frank's Furters. Will that be the momentum shift for Towers of Doom they need? That's the biggest question I pose. 20 seconds to go until this objective, the single altar, is going to be spawning, and that's a quick mid lane recapture for our Frank's Furter team. Now we move into, ooh, what is this? Gonna be a camp invade? No. Alright, let's jump onto the blue vision really quickly, see what they're seeing, and yeah, it's just gonna be a given objective. They're not even gonna go for this. They can see Boggs is going for the channel. Tychus maybe looking for one interrupt. No, he just checks the bush. Not gonna be going for it. And there's 4 shots into the enemy core, and it is going to be 28-20 in core HP as Falstead moves back into bottom lane to continue to clear things out. 58 stacks for the Johanna, or for the Falstead. Not too bad. Johanna actually just picked up her 19th, so she's nearing her second round of stacks, so she'll have 30% on her Laws of Hope at level 1, healing. Yeah, 30% of, what's her health pool actually right now? I'm curious. I heard the Boar's Unleashed from Rexar, and I thought that was important to look at, but it's not the case. Johanna, 4,549 HP, so 30% of that over 5 seconds. That is not too bad. Looking at some other stats and stacks, we are going to be seeing the Master Assassin for the Tychus, as he's at 8 out of 15, 7 more to go on that one. 18 out of the 30, I believe it is, for Mind Devour, and Chastise, or the Piercing Light at level 4 is going to have 2 out of the 10 stacks. But that is a questing talent where you get the reward as you quest for it, rather than getting it at the end, much like Master Assassin of Tychus. Nubrak finds a combo into Falstad. Barrel Roll gets him out, and he is A-okay with our triple altar phase spawning fairly soon. 16 talent tier advantage to our blue team. Red team, Frank's Furters, needs to get themselves that last little bit of experience. I don't expect a triple altar phase over to the side of BG, Johanna Means family, but you never know when... You never know if there's going to be just a last-second fight here. That's the one thing I was kind of like pausing for, because I thought we were actually setting up for that. But I would expect the top left and right to be traded out. This bottom maybe will be fought over. It is going to be 16s equal on both sides, and Falstad does have the 2 abilities to really give him cooldown reduction on his his base abilities. You have the Flow Rider for the reduced time on Tailwind, and also recharging abilities. Sorry, just Tailwind active. Oh wait, Doctor gets the free channel leap from onto a Nubrak. What the hell? Indecisive goes down. Oh no, the team fight is falling apart for the side of Frank's Furters. Eternal Feast, I think, doesn't even get 1 tick right there. It's a double kill. A Nubrak very low. They're trying to find a trade. Another Leap of Faith with that Glyph of Faith from level 16. Misha goes for the charge. Anduin will be the target. And Mephisto and Brightwing are the 2 to go down. Falstad flying out of the bottom area into mid. Shy, hello. Good to see you. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling well. And I hope you're feeling better than that Misha, because she is dead. Bottom lane is going to be regained, or I guess it was either way. It's going to be captured by the side of BG, Johanna Means family. And our blue team will be sitting at 5 potential shots into the enemy side. Single altar phase will be next, and 12 core HP remains for the members of Frank's Furters. Better than Misha for sure. Not dead yet. I hope you're not dead. Yeah, pretty much. Eternal Feast from Orphea onto the point. Light Bomb from Anduin will be there to keep people on said point. There's a Brightwing Emerald win. The Eternal Feast is still going. Durance of Fate is going to be utilized by this Mephisto. The Eternal Feast will expire as Mephisto was hit with the Cocoon. On the bottom of our screen, Tychus is going to find the kill into the Falstad. On the left side, that will be Mephisto going down. There's an Entomb onto DJ Coldcuts, just trying to run through the wall. And it will kind of work out. They bought enough time. Orphea gonna hearth back for full mana. Looks like we have 1. We actually had 2 sappers go over, so this is gonna be 3 sappers going over, because it was 12 core HP going down to 9. And this actually is game threatening right now. They could go altar plus boss and end, but I don't understand why they go mid. Is my caster math that bad? Hey, Boyson, how you doing, bud? Hey, Kayla's good to see you, bud. Mid lane goes down, so 6 shots go out. Just, the boss is sitting over here like, what am I, a joke to you? Just, I wonder if they're not going for it, because Falstad does have Gus, and they're just like, we don't want to deal with that potential right there, so we'll put them on 3 HP and then force in 3 sappers. That's the other possibility as well. I mean, it is Gust and Emerald win, but meh, Just kill the Brightwing and Falstad forehead, and then you don't have to worry about it. Easy, GG. Altar plus boss plus 6 cap also, yeah. Well, the 5 cap would have done it. 5 minus 9 is 4, then you would have had 4 from boss. But I think it's mostly the Emerald Wind, the Gust, the Durance of Hate. I think there's a lot of good defensive boss tools right now, and I guess they're just like, we don't want to deal with it. So they're going to put them in a check position, sort of. No, they're going to go clear top. They're putting, okay. So they're going to grab the Sapper Camp for bottom lane. Mid lane got converted. Anubrak and friends are just trying to delay things out into the boss as Tychus and Orphea will immediately rush for this, so it's a little bit of 3D chess, but the fight still ends up being around the boss. Will it be actually in time? Well, the Brightwing is here on point. Light Bomb from Anduin will be utilized. There's the Eternal Feast. There's going to be a Brightwing trying to get the knockback. The boss is channeled. The last shots go out, and this is going to be game number 2 over to the side of BG. Johanna means family. GG will play. They even got the Sappers over the wall, too. GG.